The best gaming laptops combine power and portability to provide high-performance PC gaming wherever you are. To help you narrow down your choices, here are top 5 best gaming laptops of 2024 for you today. You can buy at the link in the description below the video. Number 5. Asus ROG Zephyrus G16. The Asus ROG Zephyrus G16 is ideal for individuals wishing to invest in a creator or gaming laptop that can get them through a multimedia workday and into an evening of high-end gaming. The main body is composed of magnesium alloys and has a rougher, grippier feel than the lid, which is made of aluminum. Another visual departure was the Anime Matrix LED display, which took up half of the display's rear. The ROG Zephyrus G16 weighs only 4.08 pounds and measures 13.94 by 9.69 by 0.64 inches. The Zephyrus G16's Nebula display is very stunning. The 16-inch size and 2560 by 1600 resolution are a nearly perfect fit, providing breathtaking clarity for almost anything. It's not the brightest, with a maximum luminance of roughly 436 nits, but it's enough bright to make movies and games appear excellent. The maximum refresh rate of 240 Hz is ideal for seamless scrolling in Windows apps or running games at high frame rates. The ROG Zephyrus G16 was equipped with a mid-range Core Ultra 9 185H and RTX 4090 processor, 32GB of DDR5 RAM, and a 2TB SSD. For connectivity, there's wireless 6E and Bluetooth 5.3 on this unit, with a triple-band implementation, as well as gigabit LAN. The cooling takes up the entire back of the laptop, thus the ports are spread out on both sides. The left side has Thunderbolt 4 enabled USB-C, one USB 3.2 Gen 1 Type-A, HDMI 2.1, 3.5mm audio out, and a squared-off power port. Meanwhile, the right side features a USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type-C port with full display port and power delivery, as well as another USB-A and a big SD card reader. The Zephyrus G16 features a 90 watt-hours battery, and its autonomy will be largely dependent on the load. Number 4. Dell Alienware M18 R2. The Alienware M18 R2 is an extraordinarily powerful laptop, capable of maxing up the settings in any current PC game. The laptop's build is primarily made of high-quality plastic with metal accents, which not only adds to its aesthetic appeal, but also delivers a sturdy feel without adding too much weight. This item measures 1.05 by 16.2 by 12.6 inches and weighs 8.9 pounds. With the screen, you must choose whether to favor refresh rate or resolution. One option is an 18-inch QHD Plus display with a 2560 by 1600 resolution and a refresh rate of 165 Hz. The other is an 18-inch FHD Plus display with a resolution of 1920 x 1200 and a refresh rate of 480 Hz. There are some similarities between the two panels, such as Dell's claim of 100% coverage of the DCI-P3 color space. The Alienware M18 R2 is an incredibly high-end gaming laptop outfitted with the latest and best components, featuring up to an Intel Core i9-14900HX CPU and an NVIDIA RTX 4090L GPU. With 32GB of DDR5 RAM and a 1TB SSD, it proved to be an effective productivity combination. On the wireless front, things are equally versatile, with support for the most recent versions of Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth, allowing for fast internet and device connections. The right edge has only one USB Type-C port, with the remainder of the connections positioned around the rear. On the back, there are two more USB Type-C connections, both of which support Thunderbolt 4, as well as another USB Type-A connector, an HDMI connection, a mini DisplayPort connection, an SD card slot, and the power jack. The laptop has two USB Type-A ports, an Ethernet connection, and a headset jack on the left side. The battery is as powerful as the rest of the machine, with a capacity of 97 watt-hours. Number 3. Asus ROG Strix G16. The Asus ROG Strix G16 is a competitive, high-performance laptop in its category. The lid has an RGB lighted ROG logo, and a slash pattern with the slogan "Republic of Gamers" inscribed across it. The lid is composed of aluminum and has a matte finish, giving it a stealthy appearance. The laptop's chassis is built of lightweight, sturdy plastic, which keeps the surface cool to touch. It measures around 355 by 265 by 30 mm and weighs just under 2.5 kilograms. The 16-inch mini LED Nebula HDR display is one of the Strix G16 laptop's standout features. It is a QHD Plus 2560 by 1600 1600p panel that is ideal for gaming because to its 240 Hz refresh rate and 3 ms response time. The mini LED HDR display on this laptop is bright and colorful, with 1100 nits of peak brightness for HDR and 100% DCI-P3 coverage. With an Intel Core i9-14900HX CPU and a powerful NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4090 laptop GPU, this laptop can accomplish almost everything when it comes to gaming. Furthermore, the CPU and GPU are combined with 32 GB of DDR5 RAM clocked at 5600 MHz and 2 TB of PCIe 4.0 SSD storage. Connectivity options include dual-band Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.3 compatibility. The ROG Strix G16 has 2 USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type A ports on the right, and everything else is on the left. These include a USB Type-C connector that can handle power delivery up to 100 watt, a second USB Type-C port with Thunderbolt 4 capability, a combo audio jack, an HDMI 2.1 port, an RJ45 connection, and a power input port. The new Strix G16 features a large 90 watt-hours battery and a 330 watt charging adapter. Number 2. Lenovo Legion Pro 7 i Gen 8. The Lenovo Legion Pro 7i is an excellent gaming laptop with powerful performance and a sleek design. The frame is kept elegant, from the gunmetal gray metallic lid to the premium plastics that cover the rest of the frame. Of course, for fans of bright lights, there is a strip of RGB peeking out on the bottom that may offer as crazy an underglow as desired. The dimensions are reasonably compact, measuring 14.3 by 10.3 by 1 inches, although it weighs little more than the average at 6.1 pounds. When you open the lid, you will see a relatively high-end display. The display measures in at 16 inches with a resolution of 2560 by 1600. It boasts a 16:10 aspect ratio, a 240 Hz variable refresh rate, and a maximum brightness of 500 nits. Under the hood, the Lenovo Legion 7i is a genuine beast. The laptop features a 13th generation Intel Core 9-13900HX chipset, 16 GB or 32 GB of RAM, and up to 1 TB of internal storage. The Legion Pro 7i also includes Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.1 for all your wireless networking and accessory needs. Speaking of ports, there is a good selection here. There is a Thunderbolt 4 port and a USB-A 3.2 Gen 1 port on the left side. On the right side, there is a headphone jack, a USB-A 3.2 Gen 1 connector, and a switch that turns off the webcam. The back panel includes an Ethernet port, a USB-C 3.2 Gen 2 port, an HDMI 2.1 port, a power input, and 2 USB-A 3.2 Gen 1 ports. The Legion Pro 7 i Gen 8 laptop offers unrivaled battery power. This comes with a 99 watt-hours battery, which we may lawfully install into a laptop. Number 1. MSI Titan 18HX. The MSI Titan 18HX is an incredible beast of a gaming laptop, capable of running almost any game you throw at it at maximum settings and with all of the goodies. The MSI Titan 18HX features an anodized aluminum black lid with a glossy monochrome MSI logo embedded in raised glass, RGB capable. It has a dump truck of a hinge coated in silver paint, giving it a mechanical appearance. It measures 1.25 by 15.9 by 12 inches and weighs 7.93 pounds, a fair size for an 18-inch system, but with little regard for weight. The MSI Titan 18HX features an 18-inch 16:10 4K 120 Hz mini LED display. Its 16:10 aspect ratio maximizes screen real estate for productivity, while the 4K resolution produces sharp and detailed video. It uses an AU Optronics mini LED display with a 100% DCI-P3 grade with HDR 1000 compatibility. The MSI Titan 18HX is equipped with an Intel Core 7-14900HX processor. This is backed up by an amazing 128GB of DDR5 RAM and a 4TB solid-state drive. Support for the latest Wi-Fi 7 standard, Bluetooth 5.4 and 2. 5G Ethernet ensures excellent network connectivity. The Titan 18HX also comes with desktop-style connections. The left edge has a USB Type-A connector and an SD card reader, while the right side has another USB-A port, 2 USB Type-C connections with Thunderbolt, 4 capability, one with USB power delivery charging, and an audio jack. The back panel contains an HDMI port, a power connector, and an Ethernet jack. Don't be fooled by the Titan 18HX's large 99.99 watt-hour battery.